All right, there you go. So, welcome, Yay Friday. I hope your week has gone okay. I know there have been some issues, but we will get them worked out. So, please don't worry about it. Like, I know things are up and down right now. So, if you're having trouble with something, that's okay. Like, don't freak out, don't struggle, don't have an anxiety attack. Email me, we'll get it worked out. It's okay. I completely understand that there are lots of things going on. This is new for all of us. It's new for me. It's new for you. It's new for the district to have this many people going all at one time. So I feel bad for those poor technology guys. I don't know if you saw, but I sent you an email or a message through Canvas just now. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen with you guys. And there is a website. I need stuff to disappear now. Thank you. Go away. Nope, not what I want. I talk to myself a lot, so welcome to that. There is a website that I sent you, status.lisd.net. So if you're having trouble with like your Canvas or any of those kinds of things that you're like, oh, why isn't it working? Well, you can go here and you can see, oh, it's a district issue. Oh, it's a so, I mean, yesterday you guys had a lot of iPad VPN issues. You could check here and see, yep, that's where the problem's coming from. So you know it's not you, it's them. It's not me, it's you, which is always good. All right, on to today. So here's your Canvas. Don't forget to do your attendance. Something I forgot to share with you yesterday is this prefixes and suffixes. When you click on it, okay, it gives you kind of the description of what this is all about. But we're gonna have a quiz over these each week. And so when you open the PDF, oh wait, it looks like this. And it's basically prefixes and suffixes that are used a lot in our language, especially the second 9 weeks when we get to talking about the pericardium and you're like, I don't know what that is. Even if you don't know that, you can figure it out from these words. So if I just know that peri means, where'd peri go? Alphabetical, there we go. Peri means around and cardi means heart. So even if I don't know the word pericardium, I can figure out that it's around the heart. So you'll see a lot of these things as we go through. Bucco meaning cheek. Some of them you already know, like bio means live or life, right? A means absence or lack of. So like abiotic and anaerobic. Some of these you already know. Auto means self, like an autobiography, stuff you already know. Some of them might be new, and that's why these examples are here to kind of help you out to see what it means. So like acu means hearing, like acoustics. So you might not know that acu means hearing, but you know, like if you're into music, you know the acoustics is how you hear it, and you're like, oh, okay, that makes sense. So those are just there to help you out. Your quiz is going to be over the root and the definition, okay? Just these two columns. You will have, typically there's 30 matching questions because as we progress, it will be all of this section and any 10 previous words, right? So once we get down to section 6, it'll be these 20 words from section 6 and any 10 words. So don't forget them, kind of review them. But for this first quiz, it's obviously just over these, okay? So, but those are all matching, and then you will have 3 questions where you have to tell me what it means based on those prefixes and suffixes. So like that pericardium we just did, you could, okay, peri means heart, or peri means around, cardi means heart, so your answer would be around the heart. Here at the beginning, stuff we already know, like an autobiography is a biography about yourself. Now things like antifreeze, you might know antifreeze is something you put in your car, but that doesn't tell me anything about the meaning of the word. But I know anti means against, so it's against freezing. I hope that makes sense. So you will have a prefix over those, or a quiz over those every week starting next week. It is on your calendar, so it's not a surprise to you. So see, Friday next week is when you have your quiz. It's currently locked, so you can't, like get in there and do it early or anything. But I do have them there so that you can know what's coming. So, for those, some of you said you like organization, you like knowing due dates. I do too. I'm a highly organized person. I have calendars saved my life. Since high school, I have had written calendars that I live by. If you're a Parks and Rec fan, I am 100% Leslie No. I have to have things organized and set and follow a list and go that way. Now, you will notice on your calendar, I moved all your due dates to the 26th of everything. Our test is here on the 27th. I know some of you guys are having, like I said, there's lots of technology issues going around. Some of you had trouble with the chart yesterday. So I went ahead and for now, it's not always this way. It's usually like every day something's due. But for right now, because we're like ironing out all the wrinkles, I went ahead and moved all of your due dates to the day before the test. Now, certainly don't wait because that's a lot of stuff to do the night before the test when you should be studying. Okay? So, but they are there. So if you had trouble with something, don't freak out. It's okay, right? Shoot me an email. We'll get it solved. Not a big deal. Okay. But I do typically, this calendar is here for, all those due dates. So if we go back to your course, the other stuff let's talk about for today is the 21st. So we're doing this right here, this maintaining life. And this is basic info that most of you already know. Like, what are the things you need to survive? Survival needs are what? Food, water, oxygen, right? Those are the basic ones you already know and are super easy. There's two others that are kind of new and you don't normally think about. One being atmospheric pressure, like you have to have the proper pressure from the atmosphere. And then the other is appropriate temperature, right? Like it can't be 120 degrees because then, my sweat evaporates and I lose my water and then my blood turns to sludge and that doesn't really work so well. We also can't be super cold. There's a PowerPoint here. Mine's not loading because I'm in student view. So here's PDF of the notes. If you want to save those, highlight those, that's there for you. These are already filled in. Usually your notes are fill in the blank, but these are already filled in because this is stuff you already know. So survival needs, maintaining, stuff to maintain life, and then homeostasis, which you've done before, but it might be a good review. So this is a video from Bozeman Science. This is a guy out of Bozeman, Montana. He has great videos. He has an entire A&P course that you can go look at if you need some further help. But this is a good video to remind you of homeostasis and how it works, right? Like you have a receptor that picks up there's something wrong, and then, or like there's a stimulus that triggers your receptor, and then you're like, oh, I need to fix it, and then you have a response. He reviews all of that because your assignments today, if you just view that and then hit next, is you have two assignments. One is to practice those feedback loops and pay attention because this is one of those Google things you need to know is when you click on it, notice, put it in a shared folder with me because not sharing is not an excuse for being late. Okay, so when you click on it, it says, do you want to make a copy? Yep, make a copy. That way you have your own copy to manipulate and use. When it pops up, if you have not already done this, it will give you an option right here. Once it finishes loading, dun, dun, dun. I sing a little too. I was not in choir for good reason. See how it says move? And I want to put this somewhere. If you have already made a folder and shared it, great. If not, that's okay. You can add a new folder right here and just call it, I don't know, I'd put A&P shared, because that way all of your work is here. Hit enter. Awesome. And so now I can move anything I want, any assignments you do, into this folder. Move it here. We're great. Now, don't forget, if you go into your drive, you now need to share that folder with me, and that will make your life easier so that anything in this folder I can see. So right now it's just a folder, normal folder. When you share it, so if you right click, you can share, and then you'll share with me. So Shipman D at staff.lisd.net. So when you're talking Google to Google, you put that staff in there. Staff@lisd.net. Click done. I'm gonna actually go back. I'm gonna share mine with Miss Upmore just so you can see the difference. You'll notice a lot of our videos have either myself or her in them because we work together a lot on this class. So if I share it with her, you'll notice there's now a person logo right here. So now I know, yeah, it's shared. So anything I put in that folder, she can see. So from now on, I don't have to remember to share it. So good there. So back to your assignment. Here's kind of the instructions. But basically, you're just figuring out this feedback loop. So here's the scenario. And then you can just pick up each little box and move it to where you think it goes in the chart. So just pick it up, move it where you think it goes. There are 3 scenarios. Notice this one says required. The next one, scenario 2, is required. Scenario 3 is required. Like the first 2, this is, your oven and your thermostat and your temperature in your body and your blood glucose. So one outside in your house, and the other 2 are real life scenarios in your body. If you want more practice, see, this one is optional, and there's some extra ones here that are optional for practice, but the first 3 are required. Okay, done there. So that's just picking up and moving boxes. The next assignment you're going to do is you're going to practice keeping someone alive. You've done homeostasis before. You know it's that balance in the body. Okay, I need to keep it not too high, like your body temperature, right? If my body gets too hot, I start to sweat to bring it back down. If my body's too cold, I start to shiver and get goosebumps to bring my temperature up. I need it to stay in that range. Well, now you're going to get to practice that with a person. Oh, look, I have to make a copy. So make a copy. And you're cool here. First thing, now that I have my assignment, is I need to put it in my folder. So once it finishes loading and populating, you can see my thing spinning at the top. All right, now I'm going to stick this in my shared folder, move here. Good. Now I can start working. We're going to click this link. It's going to pull up a person, and you're going to keep her alive for a bit and see what happens. So click launch. Start, blah, blah, blah. She doesn't feel good. Oh, no. That's because her blood delivery is down. Her oxygen is down. Some of them you have to think through, right? My oxygen need is low. So does my respiration need to increase or decrease? Oh, look. Now we really don't feel good. My blood pressure is high. So do I want my blood vessels to dilate? Do I want dilation to increase or decrease? If I increase, oh, that's good. But now my delivery changed. Okay. Oh, nope, now my body temperature. Perspiration, I need that to increase to get that down. My blood pressure. Okay, well, but now this other thing is thrown off. Okay, so these kind of all affect each other, and you're going to play with this for a while. Says, I'm not going to make it. Don't let her person die. Oh, I died. Bad things happen. That's okay. Start over. I can practice again. Okay. So then you'll go through and like, what is the effects of blood delivery? Like, what does it do? Oxygen need? Like, how did that interplay with your respiration? That kind of stuff. In your situation, if you're not sure, you can click on this heart rate and it'll give you some background information, right? Respiration, my oxygen need. Okay, how does my oxygen need relate to that respiration rate? Okay, here's description for you. So there's info there to help you out. And then so when you're done, you will type in here, blah, 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 right? Answer all the questions. And, you know, we love Google because Google auto saves and you're good. And then when you go to submit, click submit assignment. And then you can choose Google Drive. And mine won't connect because, again, I'm in student view, but on yours, it'll connect to your student drive. And then now you can go to your folder, click the right thing and upload it and you're done. Easy. Same thing on the other assignment, okay? With the previous one on your feedback loops, same thing. Let me go back to it where you were moving the yellow boxes, submit assignment, and click Google Drive, and then you can just choose it from your folder and you're done, okay? So I hope that makes sense. If how to do the Google folder doesn't, if you need help with that or uploading from your Google Drive, that's all here in this tech help. If you need help doing that, there's a video for you. Here's this video from Miss Upmore on how to do that Google folder, share it with us, how to turn in stuff from your Google Drive. I've got a video here, and then some other things to help you out. So, and I'll probably put that status thing, that status website that I sent you, I'll link it here too. So if you're having issues, you probably can't get here, but you know, we'll put it there anyway. All right, that is it. Let me stop sharing my screen and come back to you guys. And so let me double check attendance wise. I've got Adeline now and we're good. And that's it. So that's your assignments for today. Like I said, I'm not teaching and going over them because it's stuff you've done before. So that way you can use the rest of this time to get those assignments done. Again, don't wait till the last minute, but that way you can get them done now. All right, I'm gonna hang out. So if you have any questions, you can let me know. Otherwise, have a good weekend, guys.
Miss Shannon,
Yes.
whenever I try to make a copy, it says you need access and not make a copy. Do I need to get access before I can make a copy, or?
Okay. Let me work on that, Sam, because I understand it to say make a copy, but this is a new setup for me, just so you know, because I'm trying new things just like everybody else.
Yeah.
So I'll work on that and see, because I'm afraid to just like let everyone access it, because then you're gonna try it and people are not gonna remember to follow the steps and make their own copy.
Okay.
But I might set it up so it's viewable and you have to make your own copy. So I will go work on that right now.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Good question. Thank you.
Okay, that's what I was gonna ask too. And then
Okay.
like it has that like request button, and I just pressed it, so like it emailed you. So if that works or whatever.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna go change that. Let me see right now. Let me change it. Let's see where anyone change. Okay, I'm gonna go change my setup a little bit. It's different than what I thought would happen. So I'm gonna work on that. Like I said, I'm trying new things too. So if it doesn't work, we modify. So I'm gonna go work on that real quick.
Okay, thank you.
You're
Thank
welcome.
Bye.
Thanks, guys. Have a good weekend.
You too.